What's up, and welcome back, fellow Siege spectators and players. We are here sieging the day in the Talent League. I am still the Reverend Whiskey Glitter, my partner, my co-host, Mr. Whiskey Run. Say hello, Whiskey.
Welcome, everyone, back to the Talent League Master Division. We're here at Season 10, Playday 5, and getting to see Budapest 5 take on Myth. The third game for today. First was a bit of a forfeit, unfortunately, but we did cast the second game and had a great time seeing Loud vs. BTD take on Chalet. And now we get to see Budapest 5 versus Myth going to Clubhouse.
Oh, Clubhouse, one of my absolute favorite matches to watch competitively. It can go either way on the defensive aggression or the attacking aggro. Expect to see some Tersh play, potentially, right? We've seen Bar Stage brought out a little bit here in the last...
It's not so. How is that possible?
I'm telling you, baby. Lots of Church Arsenal play coming your way. We're going to see some probably pretty standard bans going out. Might see Hibana taken off the board. Might see Cade getting ripped off the board, as those verticality into Church Arsenal is just so freaking huge. Look for the split pushes on the double hard breach. I think this is going to be an absolute banger of a match in this best of one. What you think, Whiskey?
We've casted Myth and Budapest 5 before. Previously here in the Talent League, we saw Budapest 5, really clear their way through the qualifiers initially, and we've seen Myth play in a bit of a fun trolling style. It was fun to watch. So getting to see these two teams at, not sure how it's going to go, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what these guys are going to bring to Clubhouse here in the new meta, and getting close to some of the last games before the new patch comes out with the next set of reworks. So, if you're loving what you're seeing here, it might all have a bit of a change coming here in the future.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Seeing some operators get put into the roles and really kind of bunkered down to the role that they should be playing, right? Warden with his new, I guess we'll call it a nerf, because people love Warden in ranked on that roam game. Should be bunkered down into sight, so we'll see him lose his speed, gain a little bit of armor, maybe see some of that. I'm excited for the new reworks, that is for sure.
I'm glad they didn't drop the 1.5 scope. That was a lot of people were talking whether or not that was going to be a problem, but seeing the nades brought back to frags back to Finca and Gridlock, that is going to be interesting. Really looking forward to see how that is going to play out, both ranked and competitively, because I think it's really going to change the Finca and Gridlock pick rate would be my guess. Iana is still going to be huge for that infinite drone, but still, I mean, that really changes what you've got available on the attacking side.
Well, Iana's a flex player anyways. We shouldn't be seeing a bunch of nadies. I think we're going to be seeing Iana played a little bit more to how she was designed to be played. So I'm really excited for that. But yet it is not here at this moment. We are still in the current parameters of this season. So yeah, it's Clubhouse, right? Potentially seeing that a zombie band going to be coming out. She's so huge. We see her band out religiously on every site, but Clubhouse being no different. Absolutely huge for setting up that landscape on Catwalk. And
Yep.
really holding down that garage area. If you're playing 2F, doesn't matter if it's gym or bedroom or cache or CCTV, you can see extensions being brought out. And Azami, the architect, huge for that exact style of gameplay.
Yeah. And whether or not we'll see, the Cade Hibana band sometimes come out with Cade tricking the hatches, banning Hibana so that way you're not seeing that vertical play on hatches. Sometimes those two end up being a real huge change in the way that Clubhouse is played to change that game up. So it kind of depends on how these teams want to go.
Yeah, and like you said, with that Hibana ban, when that does come out, that forces you to get on top of those hatches unless you're bringing out the summon charges. But it's a bit of a waste for a summon, right? It takes two to get rid of a barricaded hatch. So here we are. We're gonna get into it and see what's going down. Is it gonna be the Thatcher? Is it gonna be the Hibana? I think Hibby. I think Hibby gets taken off the board. Oh, the person I didn't even think about. Of course, the Maverick ban. So huge for Clubhouse, especially if you have a Cade on the board, because that Electro Claw at that point, not bothering him one freaking bit.
That's a good point, and I'm pretty sure the last time we casted Budapest 5, that may have been one of their bans. We do see Maverick banned on Clubhouse fairly regularly for his ability to enter dirt, essentially silently, and to open up those hatches even if they're Cade tricked. And then the Monty ban from Myth on the attacking side. Maybe they don't play him, but they definitely don't want Budapest to have the opportunity.
Yeah, Monty huge, pushing up into Catwalk, that push down in through dirt, the hatch drops. Absolutely incredible. We understand why he is banned out, and probably one of the maps we see him banned out the most on, outside of potentially like Skyscraper.
Yeah, yep. The push into garage, the push into dirt. We saw. I think one of the games we saw in Clubhouse, the Monty pushed through dirt like 3 or 4 rounds in a row. As they kept winning downstairs, and the team kept bringing them back to Church Arsenal as the site, which coincidentally is where we're starting ourselves off on round 1.
Ooh, so look who we're bringing to the table right out the gate. Poison putting themselves onto the clash. That makes me question, was the Monty ban, was that because we're on Clubhouse, or was that a target ban against a known shield user?
I'm guessing target ban. Yep. If you already got Clash out there, Poison throwing it out, that really makes me think that that's likely what we're gonna see.
Yep, you're probably right here. First round of game number 3 going down, baby, and it's gonna be in the Church Arsenal. Gonna opt to barricade all 3. The triple wall going into Church. A little bit unusual. You usually see that left side wall being left open for a contest onto those west main stairs, especially if there's a mirror on the board. So I'm curious to see where these mirrors are going to be set up. For sure, one into blue.
Yep, I think you're definitely right there. Maybe one upstairs, so they're going to have a bit of a vertical hold with Mira holding upstairs, either in the bar stage area, looking into the kitchen hallway. That's a potential. And not seeing the Ram brought out. Sometimes in the Church Arsenal we see Ram brought out to cover a bit of that the vertical destruction there in the kitchen area.
Yeah, getting the Ram onto the hallway, opening up into kitchen. Just a huge for the operator for sure. It's going to be a top-down clear here, as we're going to try to suss out how this defense is getting set up and played. Let's talk about it. They did bring the mirror on the board. Huge for holding into blue. Cade going to be alive and well for those hatches. You can see deployed on that kitchen hatch already. They are getting stock open as Ying's utilizing those can openers.
Wow, this defense bunkered all the way back down to start with.
I like the call, especially when you've got somebody like a Clash on the board. You're going to be trying to utilize that buddy system play here. And here we go. Tom on the job, getting a little aggressive down those stairs already. Down those main stairs already. Cade up on the hatch, ready for that tricking capabilities.
Boy, with the 3 church walls closed off, they don't necessarily need to focus on the moto hatch because they don't have to worry about one of the players inside of church killing them. That's interesting.
Well, you'll still see that moto hatch going to be opened up because you can still use your hard breach to get that church wall open, right? So potentially still going to see that drop going on from down there. We've got a minute left on the board here for these two teams. It's going to be the Cade finding the first headshot onto Tom on the job. Is that Cade's super or sniper shotty that we talk about so religiously? And look, Clash ready for the drop, just going to be holding. I like the call.
It definitely, Cade did try and do the Cade trick, but the second impact EMP that came out was just perfectly timed from Sledge there. Interesting, we're seeing Sledge bringing out impact EMPs rather than the frag grenades. Usually that utility from the frags is worth so much more. So interesting that they chose to go in that method.
Yeah, that is a bit of an interesting call. And I got to tell you, I'm here for it. I like it. I mean, I'm a frag man through and through. For sure. That's going to be a C4 ringing out and kicking Pyoko off the board. Now taking us into a 5v2 as it is just starting to fall apart for this attacking team. Immortal finding the headshot, and it is going to be a flawless round for the defense here.
Oh, stuck battling the Clash in dirt, and unfortunately is not able to deal with the mirror that comes to back him up and wipe Sledge off the face of the earth with that shotty.
Huge play. I love the Clash being brought out, perfectly trolling, trolly, and I'm here for the trolley.
All right, Budapest 5 taking round 1. Now, not bringing out the Clash here as they go upstairs to the gym bedroom hold. Not seeing the castle, which we've definitely been seeing a lot on gym bedroom, but you know, it is a little bit of a different style of play. So bringing Mira, though, huge for that bathroom hold. Still a good call.
Yep, if Mira's on the board, she's going to be utilized. That is the dang truth, especially if we had to get our workout on in the gym bedroom area. Going to bring out some intel in the mobile Mozzie, that P10 Roni. 1, 2, 3, 4 C4s on the board and 2 impacts. Legion getting to keep those impacts now with his recent rework that he's got the shotty. Why don't you tell us about that rework, Mr. Whiskey?
Yeah, rework on Legion here in the Year 8 Season 3 Update 2. We're heading into Upgrade 3 here pretty soon, but bringing out the Super Shorty gives him a little bit of ability to open some lines of sight up, plus keeping the impacts, but big change on the goo mines. Now they're visible, not the nearly invisible state they were prior to the rework, but stackable damage. You can stack 4 Legion mines on top of each other, and they will hit the attacker all at the same time if he's unfortunate enough to land on that stack.
Wow, sneaking past that Mozzie Pest.
Jeez.
I didn't even know that was legal. Oh, Tom on the job. Yowza. Gonna find the one tap, but he is gonna get traded out there. Man, what a freaking shot. It is 4-4 now. It's the first minute starting to wind down off the board here. Pyoko getting a little aggressive there at the top of Secret. They are going to get that first wall open into CCTV. We do have double hard breach, so a little bit of a split push coming along here. And, of course, the Thatcher on the board.
They had unfortunate just, Tom, after getting that incredible one-tap in the garage, walked right in, and the player covering the CC area was able to take him out with the wall not being opened yet. He had that coverage, so it was unfortunate timing that that Iana pushed into the garage there.
Indeed. Minute and a half still left on the board, and we are all tied up as far as the body balance goes. It's going to be Buck starting to create some of that. Rotates into Logi, takes a couple of shots, does get some damage onto the Legion, but not enough to do really much damage. Is he able to WASD his way out of there, preserve life for another fight? Got that Mira set up on Logi, so it's still going to be a pretty tough push in to construction unless they can get some of that vertical play from the hatch.
No, looks like they do. Looks like they did grab construction, although not the full hold there. But you got Mira downstairs, making her way back up the main stair.
Ooh, Sunzy gonna get taken off the board. That's the C4 gone. Is the L85 gonna claim alive? L85 with 2 as Chaco now finds the double. The triple? Oh my lord, absolutely huge. The quad piece. Choco just getting insane. Break out the barbecue sauce for that 4-piece, baby. That man is going crazy. Jeez.
Running the L85 Thatcher, just cleaning house. Wow. Nice work.
And that takes us to 1 apiece. Are we going to start this same action again? Are we going to get a war of attrition? I love it. Back and forth. Let's see who's going to have the adaptability to come out on top here.
I mean, the crazy part again was we saw, 2 rounds that were very one-sided, but you typically don't see that going back and forth on round to round, right? I mean, maybe it's based on site here, right? We're seeing them take the gym bedroom site where the attackers just cleaned up, but I don't know. I guess normally you see, maybe one team have an incredible defensive hold and then struggle on the attack, but in this case it was 1-1, so not sure how we're going to see this one play out yet.
Oh, a little bit of nod towards tradition here as the castle does come out. A little bit of that slow down city here. Maybe try to stop that incredible aggro nature that Chaco has brought to the table in that 4-piece.
Yep. Definitely a bigger hold here on Logi with the mirror window, plus a little bit more holding in construction, it looks like, with the defensive extension out into the CC red area. So maybe they'll be able to hold on to the CC wall a tad bit longer.
Ooh, no one-tops for Tom on the job this time as his head gets taken apart.
Oh, wow, that was close to a
wow,
TK.
that was holy cow.
Oh, no! See?
Sheesh, a little bit of damage onto Chaco there. As Hibana's reduced down to half of the HP. And look at these shots just coming out. It is crossfire central here. Buck taking a couple of shots in. Oh, my lord. The flash going to be huge, but the crossfire set up. It's going to be Buck to find the kill onto Poison. Is that entry kill now done and devoid as the body balance tips in nobody's favor? This gets equalized here.
He did waste a minute off the clock though, and got a kill. Reduced him down to 4v4, even though he lost his life. The defensive team really had to spend a lot of time downstairs in stock, making sure he finally got cleared out.
Cheetah gonna find the kill onto Immortal. That's the dome piece picked apart there as body bounce does tip back into favor of Myth Esports here. But still 2 C4s on the board, still Solus with those impacts, gonna be able to make themselves useful in that post-plant scenario potentially. Maybe not so much up inside, be a little bit tougher, but got the P90 to help be a distraction here. Selmachar's gonna open up the hatch in the Logi. Start to open some of that verticality play. Get that push happening from both sides of the board.
Yeah, good call on the side of the attacking team. I think having being able to put pressure on the defense. They don't have to necessarily cover every angle, but at least push them back, maybe push them down the stairs, push them back into Logi. Can grab some piece of control there on the east side of the map.
Yeah, I was gonna say basically full east take here. Thermite is gonna potentially be able to switch around onto. Oh no, he's not. That's both of the thermite charges gone and out of the way. So we're not gonna go for a. I mean, we still could. We have ace on the board. Cheetah gonna find the double
hatch. Now. Yeah, huge. Now they definitely got that east control.
Absolutely necessary. It's going to be the push in from Bathroom. It's going to get ripped off the board, and Solus underneath going to be ready to start stopping that plant, but not seeing it. Not seeing where the plant was going down, and Buck just ready to say good night, goodbye, and see you later. Huge plays by the attacking team there.
Plant going down in on the gym bedroom side, and Solus focused, or going on the gym side. Solus focused on the bedroom side. where she had to watch out for Buck. But yeah, that was unfortunate. Could have maybe using those impacts stopped the plant from going down, but I mean, well played on the attacking side again. Back and forth, my man.
Yeah, I love it. That puts Smith Esports up by 1 as we head into 4. And we're going to take it back down to the bottom. We're going to run that Church Arsenal hold one more time. And with that, we're going to see the Clash being utilized and brought out here. I know Nuko's happy about that one. Shout out to Nuko, the Siege Demigods. Big, huge Clash Monty Blitz player.
Well, we'll see whether or not Poison is bunkers himself back down there into the dirt area, and Clash bringing along the deployable shield. I mean, it's one of the things we lost with Smoke in the rework for here, Year 8, Season 3, and a lot of the other operators have had to step up to bring that utility. And I think in general, we have seen Smoke's pick rate go down. Again, Ubisoft trying to force the players to make different choices about which operators they want to bring for these pushes.
Not going to opt for the trick there for Moto Hatch. Potentially we'll be bringing that out. No, not going to be bringing that out. Both Electro Claws are deployed. Gonna free him up to take some gunfights a little bit somewhere else.
And that was Clash was downstairs covering the basement. Buck looking like maybe gonna try and open it up with one of those can openers, but that is definitely gonna give the sound cue to Clash that knows that somebody's trying to push in. One of the reasons that Maverick really has got a lot of utility on Club was for that silent opening in the dirt tunnel.
Yeah, absolutely. On the side of the attackers, let's talk about it. We are seeing Thatcher on the board, going to be able to deal with those Cade Claws if they're able to get close enough, since he is holding on the stairs there, on the main stair, ready to take that engagement should the kitchen contest start to ring out. Hatch Queen on the board, get that verticality opened up. Ayana still with those nades for now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Nice toss from Cade, but Tom on the job almost grabbed him at the bottom of the stairs. That was good game awareness on his part, but Cade just a little too early on the C4, unfortunately.
Yeah, crazy that these players just know where to take those fires once the rotate starts to happen. I've seen so many wall bangs that I would definitely report inside of ranked. That's just players being incredibly good at the game. They are going to get that Moto Hatch opened up and start working on kitchen next. Watch for the C4. Watch for the C4, Buck. You're being crazy.
Yep. Wow, that was... And the defense chooses not to actually go for it, even though they had the player there. That is the nice part about having Hibana as the Hatch Queen there. You don't have to worry about putting down one of the can openers on that and put yourself in danger from the C4 during that.
Look at this Osa. Stacks now just casually moved into sight and starting to get the plant down. Takes it to 50, takes it to 75. Do they know? Can they tell?
No, they don't.
The
they don't
plant
know.
is down. As Velocity would say, attackers become defenders, defenders become attackers, and it's just a big situation of, what? Immortal with a Vector kill. They do got the intel now. Slash is pointing out exactly where this Osa is. Going to push themselves around in this 4v1, 3v1 now. The shots ring out down the stairs, and it's going to be too little, too late. We're going to get that plant taken care of. It was a valiant attempt by the Osa, and I can't believe was allowed to just walk into sight. Maybe it was a trap.
Defenders win.
A bit of a retake there on Arsenal. You know, I think Osa definitely snuck her way down, but unfortunately the attacking team didn't have the control of Arsenal. They were able to get Osa in, but with players pushing from 3 different angles: Mira from the church side, Wamai from the blue side, and then Clash from the dirt side. She really did not have a chance, and the attackers couldn't be able to cover. Because after that point, the defender who's working on the diffuser is behind the Osa shield, so very limited in the lines of sight. You'd be able to stop the diffuse as well.
So Church Arsenal not going to go in the favor of the of the attacking team here as we do tie it up in a 2-2 scenario. As we head into round number 5, it's back to the gym bedroom, baby. Time to get our workout on and hope we don't pull a hammy. You're going to see Castle utilized here again. Stop those highway window approaches.
I love the workout references. Let's go. Gym is such a great site. But not seeing a lot of the first floor site play here. So we haven't. I don't think have we seen bar stage? No, nope. Not yet.
Nope, we have not. Which is okay, I guess. Black Wolf taking a little bit of damage here on the spawn peak, trying to get a little bit of early action, but not going to come up with anything monumental here. 3 hard breach, 4 grenade. It's an interesting setup here. I like the Hibana being brought out.
Yeah, I mean, so they've opted for Sledge this time with the frag, so he's not going to have the EMPs, and they're hoping that they're not going to have to deal with the utility that's going to give them the breach denial. But, I mean, if they're going to try and get Jacuzzi open or try and get the main breach open, those are blocked off with the mute jammers. They were blocked off with the mute jammer.
Here we go. Tom on the job again. Cheeky, aggressive, getting in, ready to take these engagements. If they don't know he's here, yet again, this could be a huge pick, but they do. Look, Immortal ready to take this gunfight on the head holes. Mira taking a little bit of damage, but still able to preserve her life. Tom just slowly creeping up. Oh, yow!
Was that through the server rack?
Immortal. That was just absolutely huge. Triple kill now. As Tom on job is making his way into sight. Got the hold. Knows somebody's there. Whoa! The siege timing, however, goes to pull out the grenade. Pays for it with his life. It's now all on the shoulders of Luke. Okay. It's now all on the shoulders of Mute. And that is, okay. It's over. Myth Esports taking that that round pretty dynamically.
Oh man, another L85 kill. Jeez, that gun really coming in clutch here. But real, the leader for that round, Tom on the job. The play at the top of the garage catwalk, in through server into the CC site or into the cache site. Some great gunplay there, but good distraction on the part of the rest of the attacking team to enable him to get those kills by causing some distraction there on the breach. Tom had a good angle to kill the player at the top of red too.
That's right. We call that supportive AF, and it's really my type of game style.
Supportive AF. Let's go.
That's right. That's right, baby. We bringing the support today. It's going to be a CCTV hold this time. First that we've seen of the evening, I believe, right?
Yep. Surprising one here. I mean, okay, Myth Esports has already won their 3. So in this case, Budapest is going to try and fight to keep themselves, at the perfectly even split here as we're going to go into this side swap after this round, because I think Clubhouse is one of those maps that's definitely 50-50 map. It's why we see it in competitive play so often, but still generally defensive sided.
Yeah, in the same way that all maps are generally defensive sided, right? I mean, we see with the meta switch that we do get some attacker sided maps. We do get a little bit of aggro on the attack side of it, but still generally considered defensive. So Myth Esports already found their 3, not their 2 on the standard split there. We talk about standard splits a lot. Oh, bunch of damage onto Tom on the job, but he doesn't move. He's not phased. He's still ready to take that gunfight. It's a strong hold up in the catwalk garage area. Of course, that's why Cheetah brought out the Capital. Going to try to use that fire, and in the words of the immortal theologian Suave, going to try to cook him.
Yep, good call. We got Wamai up there to be able to try and pull some of those, hopefully pull the fire away from the catwalk, so that way he's not getting burned.
Oh, Lord. Look at this. Black Wolf, super aggressive. Did they hear the drop? Did Cheetah hear the drop down? Huge pick is, oh, man. Sunzi gets taken off the board. That's the Thorn gone out of the way. Don't have to worry about that newly reworked 1.5 that's been incredibly devastating.
Yeah, the attacking team really putting together a good push here at this point. Choco grabbing another. Oh, jeez. All up to Amai. And he's not in rafters anymore. But, okay, Cheetah stuck in the frost mat. Nice. Thanks, Ubi, for showing us the frost mat. That was great.
Oh, huge play. Now Myth up by 2. We talk about the standard split, that 4-2, pretty often. And this, of course, is no different. It's standard. It's the defensive 4-2 split. Budapest did do their job. They hit the quota. They got their 2. If they're able to bring out that same sort of aggression that Myth Esports was bringing to the table, we might see something a little bit closer here.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Oh, I said that backwards. Excuse me. It was the standard split on the attack side. Hey, we're the Whiskey Boys. Whiskey may be involved here.
Yeah, okay, so even Myth won their 4 on attack. So this looks good for them. And you know, from a kill perspective, right? Pretty even on the Myth side. We need to see Black Wolf and let's go Lunar.
Oh, yeah, Lunar.
We gotta see those guys step up a little bit on the Budapest 5. Try to keep them in this, because down 2-4 attacking Clubhouse. You know, unless they are a tremendous attacking team, puts them a bit on the back foot to start off this half.
A bit on the back foot. Spawn peek here. Tom on the job, trying to get aggressive on both sides of the board. It's going to be Lunar taking a ton of damage, able to preserve her life, however, until she isn't. It's going to be taken out. Stack's going to be on the trade. As Poison finds that body shot, evening up that body balance. That was all in the first 30 seconds, 2 off the board.
Good refrag.
Ooh!
Oh. All right, geez, we called them out. Black Wolf grabbing Cheetah. That's a nice kill too, keeping Legion off the board. He definitely had a few of those mines in pocket as they regenerate over time.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough kill right there. So in this Church Arsenal hold here, first minute is off the board as the drones are really doing their work, sussing out where the heck these defenders are at. Alibi getting a little bit of drone work done. They now know that they have to go all the way up to the top and take this Alibi off the board if they want to continue with this push. Tom on the job there to do some support in that direction.
Yeah, they got to continue to try and push the site a little bit while they've got some of the attacking team dedicated to trying to push and hold this upper half, because Yoko there holding the upstairs angle. They're gonna have to deal with that Alibi while simultaneously trying to get the lines of sight open downstairs.
Yep, and with 1:20 left on the board, still plenty of time for this attacking team. They are up in the body balance, but time, it always plays in the defensive favor. P10 Roni going to ring out, claim Immortal's life. Oh my lord, Tom on the job now finding a double as Poison doubled up on Pyoko as well, taking us into a 2v2 scenario here. It's going to be the hatch play as Tom on the job gets taken down. Goodbye. Now all on the shoulders of Chocolate.
Yeah, being able to get rid of. Oh no! Don't peek it.
Oh my lord!
Wait! The fire? No way!
No.
He killed himself?
Way.
No, he got.
Oh my lord! Cooked himself.
Oh no!
A little bit of self-arson.
The floor is lava.
The floor is lava.
No.
Oh, tough play there for Myth Esports as Budapest finds himself another, getting a little bit closer in that body balance.
Oh no, how are you going to get burned as Goyo?
Yeah, the irony not lost here.
Well played on the attacking side. I think, right? I think he shot the Goyo canister knowing that Goyo was there, and unfortunately his health was low. and I don't know that he had a great opportunity to get out of it. Just really bad placement and
Attackers have located a bomb.
unlucky timing from where Goyo was playing at. Not aware of his surroundings of how close his Goyo trap was to his own damaged feet.
Them blistered toesies. There's a lesson there, right? Don't play with fire or you might get burned. Goyle learned that lesson.
10 seconds remaining.
Get a little bit closer in that score line.
5 seconds to go.
Let's talk about this defense. We head back down to Church Arsenal. What you like about it, Mr. Run?
Defuse a bomb.
I mean, as a defending site, it's a great site to play, and the defending team here, Myth, was doing a great job of holding upstairs. Right, Yoko on the alibi upstairs really killed a ton of time, and it was unfortunate that he lost that fight upstairs, because if they had held on to the upstairs site just a little bit longer, it could have definitely been the difference. So now that unfortunately Choco going down early, but traded out, so still 4v4, the question is, Albi's upstairs again. If she can win a gunfight, this could come out very differently for Budapest 5.
What's the more cost-effective kill here? Is it the Twitch or is it the Goyo? Mira still stand. I think that kill on the Twitch was by far the cost-effective play here.
Yeah, 100%. Losing Twitch really hinders the attacking team's ability to clear utility, where in theory we're assuming Goyo got all of his canisters down, so that's open utility and area denial that the defensive team has got available to use when it becomes necessary.
Yep, now body bounce tipped in favor of Myth as the Poison gets ripped off the board. It's a huge pick as he is up there with the frag leader, Sunzi, who is still on the board, still has 2 nades in the pocket.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Immortal waiting for the rotate around, hoping to catch somebody slipping and put them sleeping. There's a minute and a half left on the board here, and it's all sitting in the hands of the defense. Potentially get themselves bunkering back down to site. Is that moto hatch open?
Going in.
Let's go.
I think they did get it, yeah. Oh, and they're going to get stock.
Couple of flashes to signify potentially where that push is coming from. A little bit of deception.
Oh.
Buck takes a little bit of damage. Now even it up into a 3v3 as Immortal finds the kill onto Stacks as well into a 3v2. 55 seconds still left on the board. It's now all resting on the shoulders of Tom on the job and Cheetah. Cheetah taking a bunch of damage, and now the plant is going down.
Oh, they're using the Mira and the Goyo against the defensive team, blocking off the area denial for them too. Oh, man.
Yeah, huge set of plays here by the attacking team. The swing. Oh. No way. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord.
No.
And it's going to be in a Budapest 5 win as the collapse happens there post-plant.
Oh, that was so close. If Tom had grabbed the second, or maybe had used the C4 to clear it, that would have been the difference. But, unfortunately, rotated back through, and the rotate on blue was able to take down Tom on the job. But that one was so close too, man. These are coming down to the last seconds, 1v1s. Even if there's a couple players left, it could easily go either way.
Yeah, agreed. The war of attrition is here, Whiskey. It's 4-4. Both teams 2 away from that potential overtime scenario.
Attackers need to locate.
Now, this is where we were, I think, on the last map, getting to see when we saw Loud versus BTD. Went down 7-5, so here, but they were tied up at the 4-4 area went, and then tied up at 5-5 too. So again, we're in the Talent League Masters division, so this is the top level here in the Talent League Season 10. So we're getting to see some great gameplay again from both of these teams. Man, too close to call still.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely agreed. And yeah, you're right. We did see the same sort of split. It's the adaptability of the teams, right? It goes back and forth while you're trying to suss out how the enemy is playing. In a best of one, you only got one shot, right? You don't get a whole map to figure out how the enemy team is playing and how they're going to adapt to your strats. So it's adapt on the fly, which can make it a little bit difficult. Tom on the job, coming up quick there. Ouch! And that is one of the top frags off the board. Huge pick. That's a huge pick. Unfortunate for Budapest 5.
Arch, stay clear.
Oh. Got the trick.
Yep.
Now down to that last thermite if he needs to be able to get this thing open, but it's just going to be one side of it. Oh.
No way. Ash just walked in. Some siege timing there. Could have absolutely died. Poison pushing in without enough intel, but man, survives just barely.
Oh my lord, look at this. The run out!
Run out! Oh!
No way you weren't ready for that. What is going on? Myth Esports now putting themselves in a huge body balance here in a 5v2, a 5v1. Get ready for the 5v none.
Oh, and a C4 to finish it off.
That was really unfortunate for the Budapest 5 here. Some of those common mistakes that you just got to be ready for at this level of gameplay, right? These are both incredible, great teams, but you can't be getting caught slacking on a run out on highway. That's tough.
Yeah, Sledge opened that and then didn't even cover the wall. I don't know if they had a cam on him, but it was clear he just walked away towards the other window, maybe was thinking going to open that one, but Stack's completely taking advantage of that and wiping Sledge off the board.
And then a C4 to end it. A little bit of razzle-dazzle for that flawless round. Myth Esports now up by 1, looking to put themselves onto a match point scenario here. Budapest trying to even that back up. Little rework on that Thorn. What you think about that rework, Mr. Whiskey Run? I know I'm a fan.
Yes, I love seeing the 1.5 on Thorn. Really increased her pick rate and utility. I love that gun. I know Bolo said it before. Just the sound is awesome. So getting to see her played more often, bringing essentially utility that gives some sound cues and with the ability to kill if you're lucky enough. She's a great operator.
Indeed, agreed. Tom on the job, getting aggressive again. Really wants to catch somebody slipping. Could pay the price for his hubris here. Pyoko instead going to get that kill. The double spawn peak ringing out. That's 15 seconds into the round, and Myth Esports up in a huge way, especially on the defensive side of it. That's your Thatcher gone. Ash maybe not as important, right? Yes, a gunner. But the Thatcher, that's going to be tough trying to deal with these bandit charges that are still going to be on the board for the defense. Huge play by Myth Esports.
Well, Poison was sitting at 7, 8, and 2, tied with frag leading here. So, potentially a bit of the a bit of the moral support there from being one of the leaders on the team in terms of kills. So that really unfortunate. With Immortal to fall, now you don't have each either. All you've got is a couple can openers left,
but no way to utilize them, at least on the main breach.
Yep.
Gonna be Cheetah getting a little aggressive here at the top of Secret. And it's all in the hands of the defense. This is tough. It's not impossible. It's a 5v2. Still plenty of ways to come back with. That's a great way to start it as they get a little bit cheeky, start throwing a little bit of bodies. Cheetah going to die to that Claymore. Unfortunate for Cheetah, and similar to what we were just saying about Budapest 5. There's a Claymore there. What are we doing?
Well, I mean, taking advantage of the defenders' hubris here, them feeling a little, aggressive, feeling like they've got some advantage going on here.
Ooh.
They could take advantage of that and thinking, okay, maybe they're not even going to check these runouts because they're feeling overconfident. Great play by the attackers.
Yep, that was the case. Buck getting reduced to 5 HP in a dream, but it's the buddy system in play as Budapest 5's fuse coming up to help support and getting rid of Tom on the job. It's a huge pick for the defense. Now as we for the attacking team. So now as we find ourselves in that 3v2 scenario, it's still in the favor of the defense. 40 seconds left to go. All 4 fuse charges still in hand.
Yeah, that I think if you look back at this round, that's going to be unfortunate, right? From the fuse perspective, all that utility, they didn't get a chance to use any of it. There was no good place. Maybe they could have pushed top red. Maybe they could have pushed, they needed to keep Thatcher for the main breach, but that's really unfortunate. Fuse is going to die. all of his utility in the pocket, they're going to look back and feel a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, that's tough. You don't want to die with utility in your pocket. You definitely don't want to die with all of your utility in the pocket. But in a 1vx scenario, a little bit tough. Now, Myth Esports puts themselves onto a match and series point. Budapest 5, you got to be perfect for 2 to stay in this and bring some OT.
To be honest, I'm not sure I want to carry around 4 cluster charges in my pocket, whether they get used or not. Sounds dangerous.
What this little thing? This little fuse shot? No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oop.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs
Accidentally let my fuse off. So let's head back down to the Church Arsenal. Budapest 5, like I said, needs to be perfect for 2 rounds. Definitely a team that's capable of bringing this back into contention here. Myth Esports trying to wrap this bad boy up here in the Church Arsenal.
Yep, and interesting. So they've got the Budapest 5 switching up, not bringing the Hatch Queen. I'm really surprised seeing that 6 pick on the
10 seconds
Capital.
left before insertion.
Really feel like they probably need that. I mean,
5
having the
seconds
hatches
insertion.
open, if they're relying on the can openers as the only way to deal with it,
Objective
and
is to
you've
locate
got
a bomb and
Cade
defuse it.
on the board here, if he's able to Cade trick any of those hatches and they're forced to using the stairs, it's the toughest way to traverse levels here in the game of Siege.
That's the absolute truth. And not only that, you got to be standing on top of it. We have 3 C4s on the board ready to deal with anybody putting themselves on top of a hatch. It's going to be no long distance, no safety to get that vertical play opened up. Could be huge. But then again, they're the players, we're the casters, right? Maybe they've got a secret strategy that we have yet to see unfold here. And if it is, get your ranked books out, because we're going to be writing that bad boy down.
Write it down, yeah. I mean, and not having any of the utility clear, they're gonna have to get line of sight on nades here to be able to take out any of those Cade traps. I feel like we're gonna go down and think that that this was not necessarily the best attacking lineup.
Yeah, especially for a church hold. They do get dirt open with one of the can openers, however. So, going to see a little bit of presence in from the back end. But yeah, no EMPs as well to deal with those Cade claws. So, it's going to be a stairs push. It's going to be a stairs, come walking down the stairs and walking in through dirt. Straight horizontal gameplay here. Now, we do have the Bucks, so they're going to be open up some of that verticality in the... See, there's the problem. there's the problem right there.
Whiskey, you called that just a few minutes earlier. Looked like he was going for the can opener on the hatch, and Cheetah, or which one was it?
I think that was Choco.
Choco, yeah, taking him out with the C4 on the ceiling, and you called it. Perfect play by the defense there.
So they do utilize another can opener. Did get that kitchen hatch over, but at a great expense. No more verticality. Going to be opened up in that hallway, in that kitchen area, and still 2 C4s on the board. Still have to contend with that Mira, and look at this standoff here. Oh, my lord. Seen the Matrix, knew what to do there. Survives that barrage, and there's going to be Tom on the job finding another dome piece here. Oh my lord, the double ringing out. Poison gonna find one on the Cheetah. It's all now down into a 3v1 as the trades are ringing out across the board. It's all on the shoulder of Poison here in this 1v3. This could be it, Whiskey.
Poison 9, 8, and 2. Can he do
7
it?
seconds left. No, he can't. It's gonna be Stacks to claim that one. And that again is over. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh.
Whiskey, what you think? I mean, it looked like it had all of the potential for some overtime play, but Myth just coming up and capitalizing on some of those silly mistakes, right? Headed up in the in the kill feed there. We've got 3 players in that double-digit area really coming up clutch. We're going to give it to Tom on the job here, who just made himself an absolute vital member of the team, picking up those kills in those clutch scenarios. And maybe just a couple of silly mistakes on the side of Budapest 5, right? We talked about not having, that hatch play from a distance. We talked about potential C4s. We talked about not guarding your back when you're opening up some of those sight lines. It's unfortunate, just a little off day for the Budapest 5, and Myth's going to come up on top on that one.
I mean, they won 2 in a row, looked like they were on a bit of a roll, and then Myth came back and won the final 3 in a row to close it out. We talked about their defensive half. They definitely were playing it better. Budapest 5 had a good setup there, but unfortunate that they're going to lose that one. Still a pretty strong team, though, but Myth coming out ahead.
Yep. So that's it for this one, folks. We did it. We made it through another. That's game 3 done and over with. Sayonara. See you later. Got one more coming up for you here. So sit back, relax, fill your drinks to the tippy top, because when Whiskey Boys come back, it's going to be the stunning conclusion to Siege in the Day here in the Talent League. Heyo!
Let's go.